German voters have just cheered Putin and weakened the West. September 25, 2024. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz's Social Democratic Party, SPD, has won the last-minute comeback in Brandenburg state election. After trailing the far-right populist Alternative for Germany, AfD, in the polls for over a year, the SPD eked out a razor-thin 30.9% to 29.2% win. The SPD's victory temporarily forestalled questions about the tenability of Scholz's leadership, but the momentum remains on the AfD's side. The AfD's explosion of support has profound implications for European security. Using the slogan "No More War," the party has fervently lobbied against German military assistance to Ukraine. Their message is ideological and populist. A plurality of Germans persistently express concern about a spillover of the Ukraine war to NATO countries and the potentials for a Russian nuclear strike. A March 2024 DARD Deutschlandtran poll revealed that 61% of Germans oppose supplying a Taurus cruise missiles to Ukraine, as they fear the consequences of an escalated conflict with Russia. The AfD's linkage of sanctions against Russia to rising energy prices and economic malaise also strikes a chord with voters. Thus far, Scholz has resisted AfD pressure to scale back support for Ukraine. While Germany was reluctant to provide Ukraine with defensive weapons before Russia's full-scale invasion, it is more permissive than the US when it comes to allowing Ukraine to use its arms against Russian targets. The €100 billion Bundeswehr Modernization Fund, which was announced in 2022, has mostly been extinguished. Revenue shortfalls could cause German defense spending to plunge well below 2% of GDP by 2027. Continued AfD electoral successes could implore Scholz to revert to his prior skepticism of arming Ukraine, as Germany is a key backer of deterrence efforts in the Baltic states and of Moldova's attempts to guard against Russian hybrid threats. The impact of the AfD's electoral momentum has a far-reaching impact for Eastern European security. Germany's shift in position would embolden Russia-friendly leaders, such as Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban and Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico, and dilute the EU's bloc-wide push for expanded armament stockpiles. It would also severely test the pro-Ukraine consensus amongst Europe's most powerful countries. It remains unclear whether French President Emmanuel Macron, who is flanked by Ukraine skeptics to his left and right, and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who is in coalition with the traditionally Russophile Lega Nord, will hold their ground. Supporters of Ukraine breathed a sigh of relief after the AfD's Brandenburg loss. But it is an uneasy sigh. The AfD's peace at any cost approach to Russian aggression remains a clear and present danger to European security.